Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Becky, and on my channel I am going through my good midlife crisis, where I've been journeying through my 40s, working very hard to get my poop in a group. To do this, I have been working on my financial, my physical, and my mental health, and today's video is going to be a physical health check-in. Today is Wednesday, December the 28th, and I am going to be doing my weekly weigh-in Wednesday. I am in my bathroom. Welcome. Still haven't organized it, as you can see. And I am about to step on the scale. And if you are new, welcome. Thank you for clicking on my channel. I hope that you find something inspiring, even if it's the fact that I know that I'm about to gain some weight, and that's okay. Or if it's the fact that last week I had lost 20 pounds. So we'll see. Not in a week. In like my journey, I had lost 20 pounds. And if you are returning, thank you. I'm so glad you came back, and thank you so much. So for my regularly scheduled disclaimer, y'all, if I'm not up this week, I'm going to tell you my scale's broken, because there's no way I did not gain weight this week. It was Christmas. I stopped taking my medication, which, while it wasn't working like it should be, I guess was doing something, because I definitely noticed a difference when I'm not taking it. And that medication is the medication that I received from Found, which is supposed to be appetite suppressant. So, well, it is an appetite suppressant. So I think I might start taking it again just until I get the new medication from my nutritionist / doctor, until I get that, just because I don't know what this weight is. I haven't checked it, but I know it's up, and I think I honestly cannot remember what I was last week. I'm gonna have to go check that out, but I'm confident that this is going to be up, whatever it is. So without further ado, I'm going to turn us around and step on the scale and see where I am. All right, I just went and looked it up, and last week I was at 280.2. So let's see what I've gained this week. 281.8, honestly, better than I was expecting, so I'm going to take it. It's about 1.6 pounds that I gained this week. All right, and then Becky in the mirror, front to the right and to the left. And that is what I look like. I wanted to show y'all. If you watched last week's, you'll know I had a burn on my face. This burn right here, I can't focus on it, but this burn right here is hurting pretty bad. The one on my face, thankfully, is healing up pretty nicely. This one's gone, basically. This one I didn't even really feel at first, and this is the one that hurts the worst. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on that, make sure it doesn't get any infection or anything. But other than that, that's all I have for this morning. I'm going to go get ready for work because it is Wednesday. Here comes Saturday Becky to sum this up. Good morning, my friends. This is Monday Becky here, mixing it all up. So if you are subscribed to my channel, hopefully you saw the post that I put up on Saturday that I had gotten to keep my baby nephew, my nephew's son, on Friday night, and so I was really tired. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep. He slept more than I thought he would for a 2-month-old, but it wasn't a ton of sleep. It's not as much sleep as I am used to getting. So I was very tired, and I wanted to take a nap before going in to see my mom, and then I was going camping on Saturday evening. So I was like, I'm going to post this video on Sunday. I never got a nap in because I'm not a very good napper. I don't know why, but for some reason my body does not like to take naps. So I laid down for a little bit, but I never fell asleep. And then I finally was like, I'm just going to go see my mom. I went in, I saw my mom for a little over an hour or so, and then I went to go camping. Met Nathan and the kids out there and had a really good time. We roasted some hot dogs. Well, they roasted hot dogs over the fire, and we did skewers, like with marinated beef tips and some mushrooms, and they put bell peppers, I don't like bell peppers, and potato wedges and things on there. It was really, really good. So that's what we did, and we watched a movie. We watched one of the Jumanjis, the first new one with The Rock and Kevin Hart, which I love that movie so much. So Nathan has a big screen and a projector, like a projector specifically that he brings camping. It's not the one that's here in the house. And so we did that and met the neighbor. There was a neighbor camping who just moved here to Austin from Ohio, and so he was really chatty. He works at Trader Joe's, was telling me all about their gluten-free options. I'm definitely going to have to take a trip down to Trader Joe's. Not today. Today is my lazy day. I'm not doing anything today. but I am going to have to take a trip down to Trader Joe's. There's just not one near my house, so it's inconvenient. Same thing with Aldi. I've heard they have fantastic gluten-free options, but I don't have one. Like the nearest one is over in Georgetown, which is a good almost 30-minute drive with all the traffic. Like, it's not very far, but it's so trafficy that it takes half an hour to get there, and it's just... I mean, I can order gluten-free stuff off of the internet, and I don't have to go anywhere because I'm lazy sometimes. But I do want to go check those out. So, we met him. He hung out. It was like 10 o'clock, and I was like, I'm going to pop the champagne. I'm going to go to bed. And I did. I popped the champagne, and then that's actually when we met Jim, who is the neighbor, because I was like, I'm not going to drink all this, and Nathan's not going to drink it, and the kids definitely aren't going to drink it. So I was like, I don't know what to do with this. So I was like, hey, Jim, because he'd come over and introduced himself. I was like, do you want to have some champagne? Because I'm not going to finish it. I didn't bring my champagne corker, so I don't have a way to save it. So he was like, sure. He came over, hung out. So really, by the time I went to bed, it was closer to 11 o'clock, which was way after I wanted to go to bed because I was so tired. And let me tell you what, it was in the upper 70s on Saturday. Yesterday, Sunday, it was in the 80s. But on Saturday night, it was in the like 30s or 40s. It was so cold, and there was no heater because I didn't know that it was going to be so cold. I was literally shaking. So I was trying to fall asleep, and you know, when you can't really sleep and you're like half asleep and half not asleep. And so I looked at the clock. I was like, it's 11:55. I'm going to get up. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to say Happy New Year. And then I'm going to come back in here and try to sleep again. So I got up. I went and said Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. And then I went back to bed and did not sleep very well at all. Like every 30 minutes to an hour, I just woke up because I had a nice fuzzy blanket over my face because my face was so cold, but then I couldn't breathe. So I'd have to take the blanket up over my face. And then my nose would get so cold, so I'd have to cover my face up. And then, I just repeated that process for the whole night. So I got up yesterday morning at 6:30. The plan was to take a shower. They have we were at Inks Lake. They have really nice shower facilities, and it was actually really warm in there. So if I really wanted to warm up, I got up and went in there. Nathan yesterday morning said that he found Jim in the bathrooms because I guess Jim was also very cold, but he was sleeping on one of there's a area where you could set stuff down. I guess he was sleeping there. I didn't go into the men's restroom. I didn't see it, but... So I woke up around 6:30, and instead of taking a shower there and getting ready to come back for church, I was like, I'm going home. I'm getting in my car where it's warm. So I loaded up my car, and I came home and took my shower here and got ready and went to church. And then after church, my plan was to come home and film this video and then just play some Sims. That didn't happen. I came home, and I went to bed. And then I fell asleep, which I don't nap, so you know how tired I was. I slept for about 2.5 hours, and I woke up, and I was like, I still don't feel like doing anything. So at that point, I just turned on Netflix and I stayed in my bed all day long until it was time for sleep, and then I went to sleep. But today I feel so much better. So you know what? Sometimes you just got to listen to your body, and sometimes you just need to spend a whole day in bed, because when you are 42 and you have 2 nights of not very good sleep, you just need to sleep sometimes. It was a really, really, really long way of telling you, I'm sorry this is Monday and not Saturday, but we're still going to go over the same numbers. We still have the same stuff to do. Again, it's not going to be very long, other than the long part I just did, because I don't have much to update you on. Next week will be my official first weigh-in for 2023, even though technically this video is coming out in 2023. It wasn't supposed to. It was supposed to come out in 2022. But technically this video is coming out in 2023. But this is not my first weigh-in. The weight is from Wednesday, the 28th of December. And so this is still this is my final weigh-in of 2022. When I do my weigh-in on Wednesday, I will also be doing measurements. I will probably do the measurements on Saturday morning, just because Wednesday mornings I don't really have time. But I will start with my original 2023 measurements, so we'll know where I am. I feel like right now is a good place to do it, because I feel like I've just been going off the rails so much with what I've been eating that I'm probably up. And that doesn't sound like a good place to be. But it is when you're setting your goals for the year and you want to lose 30 pounds. It's better to start when you're a little higher than when you're lower, because then I can lose 30 pounds, right? Sometimes I just, you got to find the bright side. So I'm going to do my weigh-in on Wednesday, and then on Saturday I will do some measurements, and hopefully I will have my first weigh-in of January up for y'all on Saturday. So without further ado, on Wednesday, as you just saw, I weighed in, I was 281.8 pounds, which I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I am happy with that number. I was sure it was gonna be up in the 283, 284 area. So at 281.2, I'm very happy with that. It may be up a little bit again on Wednesday this week because I hadn't started eating well. I'm gonna start eating well. If I'm being honest, I'll probably start eating well tomorrow just because I'm stuck in this house by myself all day today. And so I'll probably go eat something. But officially, even though it's officially 2023, it's still the holidays. It's not officially not the holidays until tomorrow when I go back to work and the kids go home and everything, which is sad. The kids go home tomorrow. So officially tomorrow, I'm going to start everything, all of my 2023 goals. So that is up 1.6 pounds from the previous week, but a total loss from March the 13th when we started this journey together of 19.4 pounds. I'm still very happy with that. It's not where I was, but you know what? I have found, and I found this in the past too, that my body hovers around the 280 mark. If I'm not overindulging and I'm not actively trying to lose weight, my body stays in between 279 and 285. That's just where she's the most comfortable. That's not where I want her to be the most comfortable, but I'm sure, right? That's a thing that happens. You find a weight that if you're not actively exercising or actively trying to lose weight and you're not actively overindulging in things, this is where your body tends to just stay in this range. Mine is around the 280-ish mark, between 280 and 285. That's where my body hovers if I'm not doing anything, good or bad. The goal is to do good and to get my body more comfortable hovering around, let's say 250 by the end of the year. And then hopefully by the end of next year, by the end of 2024, she'll be more comfortable in the 220, 200 range. I'm just going to try to bring her down a little bit at a time. I'm not going to try to shock the system. No fad diets. Those don't work. I mean, they work. I could go on a fad diet right now and drop 100 pounds. I could, but I'd just be back in the same position next year because I would have gained the weight back and I would have to lose it again. So I'd rather lose 30, 40 pounds a year sustainably than lose 100 pounds in 6 months and then just gain it back in 3 more months after that. So these are my weights. These are my goals. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. For 2023. So this isn't my official first 2023 video of the year, but it is 2023. So I'm gonna tell y'all Happy New Year. I'm so glad you're here with me. Thank you so much for all of your support, your encouragement, your ideas. I love you all so much. I honestly mean that, and I appreciate you more than you will probably ever know. I hope that y'all have had a wonderful holiday with your families, or are having a wonderful holiday. I think it's Kwanzaa right now. So happy Kwanzaa to those of you who celebrate it. And I hope you're enjoying that festive season. I hope everybody had a wonderful New Year's. You were safe. Everyone you know was safe. And you have a great year ahead of you. I love you all, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.